Bridget, and today I'm going to be sharing 5 tips to get the most out of your thrift store shopping experience. So I actually had a request to do this video after I shared my Goodwill haul, and I thought it was a really good video to do because I know thrift shopping can be kind of intimidating. Like if you've never done it before, like you walk in and it's like, it smells like old people and sweat in here, like what do I do? So thank you for suggesting this video, and I'm going to share 5 tips that I sort of go by if I am heading to the thrift store. So the first tip I have is to go through your closet and do a couple things. One, pull out items that you haven't worn in the last 3 months, which I think is a good amount of time because especially if you live in a climate where you're transitioning seasons or things like that. But if you haven't worn it in the last 3 months, you're probably not getting very much use out of it, and it could be better served given to somebody else. So pull out those items, and then also see like what you need. Like if you have 2 pairs of pants and you've just been wearing them over and over and over again, maybe you should look for pants. So just sort of go through and either take note or something, just have like an inventory of items that you're on the hunt for, and then make a pile of items that you can donate while you're there. Yes, that's number 1. Number 2, I already said this. Take out the items that you want to donate, that you want to give away, that someone else can make use of, because that's great. One man's trash. Am I right? Okay, number 3, set a limit. And I know this might sound kind of weird because you're going to a thrift store where you're like, everything's cheap, I can just like go hog wild, but you can still end up spending a lot of money in the thrift store if you don't set a limit. And obviously it depends on like how many things you need or what you're looking for, but I typically keep my thrift hauls around $30, like 30 under, or you know, sometimes it'll go a little over, but I think it's really important to set a limit whenever you're shopping, but especially at the thrift store, because you can sort of get carried away and like, this is only $2, so's this, so's that, and you end up with like $100. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but it could happen to you. So set a limit, because that's important. Let me see, my notes are like such a hot mess. Just a second here. Oh yeah, so when you're heading to the checkout, like you've got your stuff from the thrift store, you're like heading to the checkout, ask yourself, do I have something similar at home? Like really, do you have something similar at home? And then number 2, can I wear it immediately? So like if you hold up something and you're like, oh well, like I could wear this to that dinner that I'm going to like 3 months from now, like don't get it. You'll probably find something else later that you like, and you ended up spending money on something that you're not actually gonna wear. So that's an important question to ask too. And then ask yourself, is this something I'll actually wear or something I wish I could wear? So this is kind of an important thing for me, because it's like you might see something that's super trendy and you're like, oh, that would look so great. And it's like, yeah, that would look great on someone who's like 6'4" and like has no chest, and that's like not my body type. So why should I get it? I shouldn't. So yeah, that's an important question. Will I actually wear it, or do I wish I could wear it? So ask yourself those 3 things before checking out. And then my next tip is the inside out test. So this is really important when you're thrift shopping especially. So if you like something, you like pull off the rack, you're like thinking about getting it, take it off and turn it inside out. You're looking for pit stains, you're looking for just like weird stains in general, or if things have like linings, if they're torn or ripped, anything like that. Obviously you don't want to spend money on something that you can't fix or that's just like super dirty. Like you don't really want to do that. So yeah, and then in the same time also look at the hardware. So like look at buttons or zippers or like any type of closure hardware. If you're like a seamstress and you can just like fix it no problem, good on ya, and then that doesn't really apply to you. But like for me, realistically, if it's like, oh, it just needs a button, I'll just like sew it on, I'm not actually gonna do it, no matter how much at the time I think I'm going to. I won't. So be honest with yourself if you're actually going to like mend the item, or if it's just not worth spending the money on. Okay, I said I had 5 tips. I hope that was 5. I don't really remember, but those are my tips for getting the most out of your thrift shopping experience. I hope it was helpful, and let me know if it was, and if you'd like to see more sort of like thrift shop haul videos, things like that. Yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button. I put out new videos every Wednesday and Friday. Stay bougie, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.